Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. The setup is completely and totally different, but I'm here to show you guys today a very quick, cheap recipe. This is my version of picadillo. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a meat and potatoes kind of dish. Yes, there is a shadow. I'm using a ring light. Never filmed in my kitchen before, so I am testing the waters and seeing how this goes. So nonetheless, I do plan on posting either a picture or a little clip of all of the ingredients that you'll need, but it's fairly simple and easy. I'm gonna start off. I have some oil in my electric skillet. I love using the electric skillet. You can definitely do it on any other non-stick pan just because you are gonna be using potatoes, and I just love this thing so much. It's super convenient for me, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna use. So I'm just gonna add some diced up onion that I cut up. I didn't cut it up perfectly, so do not come for me. But you can do the onion. You can also add bell pepper. You can also chop up some tomato to throw in there, but I don't have bell pepper or tomato, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do some onion, and yeah, I'm just going to saute this up, and I'll be right back to show you the next step. Okay, so this is about maybe 5 minutes on medium heat after I put the potatoes in. So they are starting to brown up on some spots, and if you look closely, some of them are a little bit translucent, but that does not mean that they're fully cooked, obviously. So what I'm going to do now is, they're not cooked all the way, they're about halfway cooked. So I'm going to take them out of here and just put them in a separate bowl for now. And then we're going to throw our ground meat in and cook that separately. You can throw the ground meat in here. I don't know. I'm not going to, just because it's like raw meat. I don't know. It just freaked me out. So I'll be right back with the next step, okay? All right. So I did get all my potatoes out. I'm going to set that to the side. And then I'm going to add in our ground meat. This is one of the 3 pieces that I cut, split. Ew, ew, ew. And then we're just going to brown this up really good. We're going to brown it, and then we're going to drain the grease out, because it is only 80-20, so it will release some grease. And while you brown it, you do want to just break it up really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this cook for a few minutes. It is still on medium heat. So yeah, I'll be right back. So this is coming out nicely. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just breaking up the meat into small pieces as best as I can. There is a couple pieces of potato that are still in there, which is fine. And then what we're gonna do is drain the meat, because it does have a lot of fat in it. Comment down below if you've ever had picadillo. There is so many different versions of it. This is just kind of the one I grew up eating. Just quick, easy. Quick, easy, and cheap, y'all. Alright, so this is pretty much all browned up. There is still a little bit of pink in there, but that's fine, because we are still going to continue to cook the meat with the potatoes. But I do want to get this grease out of here, so I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and just strain this grease. And yep, hey friends, I'm back. I got my meat here that we strained. So we're just going to add that back into the skillet with our little 2 potatoes that made it in there. Next, we're going to add in our potatoes that we cooked halfway. And the reason why I cook them halfway and then save them is because what I've noticed before when I've done it is if I cook the ground meat in here with the potatoes, like the raw meat, as the meat cooks, the potatoes continue to cook and they end up getting too cooked and start turning into mush, like, you know. So I just always, now I learned just to do it separately, cook it halfway, set it to the side, and then add it all together. And yes, this looks like a lot because I don't know if I mentioned it already, I might have, but this is going to be dinner for the next day, so today, tonight, and tomorrow. I try to cook bigger meals, so one, I don't have to cook every day dinner wise, but yeah. So we're just gonna mix that in all together. Then we're gonna add, I have about 2 cups of water here. I'm gonna add this water in here, and basically what that water is gonna do is it's gonna end up cooking the rest of the papas. And it's also going to help us incorporate our seasonings, so which we're going to add right now. So for seasonings, I'm going to be using garlic powder. Trying to get that to focus. Sorry, garlic powder. I got a phone call. And I usually just kind of eyeball it. So season to your liking, but I do like to hook it up with garlic powder. I feel like I put garlic powder in everything. I love garlic powder. Then we're gonna hit it with onion powder. And like I said, you could have added. We did add half a small onion. You can add bell pepper, like I said, tomato. I've even done like a can of Rotel in here. And then we're gonna add cumin, comino. This is what gives it that good flavor. I have to take this top piece off because it doesn't come out, excuse me, fast enough. So I do have to take it off like this. Some people add a can of tomato sauce at this point too, which you can totally do as well. It's all just up to you and what you have on hand. I just didn't have anything like that. I normally don't do the canned tomato sauce, but whatever. Next, we're gonna do Nord bouillon. So you can get this at any grocery store over there, just by the bouillon section. They usually have it sometimes in the Mexican aisle. So this is the beef. I love this stuff. They also have one that's lower in sodium, and I think they have one too, no added sugar. So I think I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of this. I'm just gonna eyeball it though. Let me do like 2 tablespoons. So this is what's gonna give it that good beef flavor. And even though the bouillon does have salt in it, I am still going to add a little bit of some pink salt. You could also add pepper. So we're just gonna give this a good mix. For those of you that have made picadillo before, what stuff do you put in yours? I wish I had bell pepper. I really like it with bell pepper. But I don't, and I don't want to go to the store. Alright, so once this is mixed up, I am going to give it a little taste. Yes, I'm using my own spatula. This is my house. Very good. Very, very good. Might do just a smidge more bouillon. Just a little bit though. And so for the water, because I didn't really give exact measurements of how much meat, potato, and all that. It could just varies. You know, potatoes are different sizes. The meat was a 5-pound thing of meat, and I split it into 3. And I did 2.5 cups of water. So it really doesn't matter. You can also add a little bit more water, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on this. I'm going to lower the heat down a little bit, and I'm going to put the lid on it and let it cook. You do want to keep checking it though, because sometimes with the papas, as the water evaporates, the potatoes will get stuck on the bottom. So you do just kind of want to periodically check it and just stir it, make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. And also check to see the tenderness of the potatoes. You can get you a fork and poke the potato to see how tender it is. And when it's to your liking, you will just shut it all down. But I will be back with that final step. Okay, so pretty much the potatoes are done. So I'm going to add this. This is a little bit of water, and I put a tablespoon and a half of flour, and I'm using just this little frother thing that I have because it just makes it easily to completely mix in. And we're gonna add this to it. This is gonna thicken up the sauce per se, gravy kind of thing that it's gonna turn into. And we're just gonna mix this up. It's already thickening. I did go ahead and add a little bit more cumin. The cumin and the beef bouillon is what really gives it that flavor to where it's not just plain meat and potatoes. And I serve this up usually. We'll do like some pinto beans on the side. For sure you have to have a tortilla because you like scoop it up with a tortilla and it's so good. Or with rice as well. So, but yeah, that's basically it. She is all done. I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to the end of this video, comment down below some silverware emojis. That lets me know that you watched the video all the way through, and you are greatly appreciated for that. Also, leave me some feedback in the comments down below. This is my first time cooking, and I literally did this on a whim. I had no plans to recording this whatsoever. I just like, let me just do this because I wanted to do it. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all be safe. Bye.